Kicking things off here in Laguna Seca, we have Lauren Heinrich and Pablo Lopez facing off. BMW versus Fordzilla, and we are underway with Heinrich from pole position.
Yeah, great start from both drivers as we head into the Andretti hairpin for the first time in this matchup. Really late on the brakes from Lopez. They're locking up, didn't really get the job done, didn't get it stopped, and Heinrich out of turn one.
And we can see one of the Fordzilla cars, that is Lopez, having a massive moment there.
Wow.
I think struggling for traction and getting caught up on the gravel, which has completely ruined the start of his head-to-head matchup. You can see he's visibly frustrated there, Nick.
Yeah, talking a lot over the team radio there. Very, very annoyed at himself, which is a real big shame because this is what Team Fordzilla need to do. They need to capitalize on these head-to-heads so that they don't have as much pressure on them into the team race. Heinrich now going into the hairpin, last corner for the final time in this head-to-head, and looking like he's going to take the first win.
So first blood goes to BMW. He even slows up to the line to greet the checkered flag. I'm sure his teammates will be very, very happy with that one. Let's see if Fordzilla can fight back in this second head-to-head matchup. Unfortunately for them, Kevin Siggy is leading us off from pole position.
Yeah, going to be tough this one for Team Fordzilla to come back at BMW after a terrible first race for Pablo Lopez there. Rodriguez into turn one behind Siggy. Exactly what he doesn't want, but Siggy, as we know, very, very consistent as always, and a great start for him there. Look at the commitment that you have through that left-hander, high speed as we head up into the corkscrew. Siggy, as we know, locks up the left front a little bit. Big spin there, or half spin for Rodriguez, which basically seals the deal for Team BMW.
And just to add salt into the wounds, stewards are investigating Rodriguez for track limits. So I guess that won't change the result anyway, as Kevin Siggy rounds the final corner. He will come to greet the checkered flag and make it a 2-0 head start for BMW, meaning that they take their first championship point of the head-to-head leg of the match. With BMW wrapping up the head-to-head leg of the matchup, this leaves little to no pressure on our debutant, Soren Jaeger, who starts from pole position for Team Fordzilla. Let's see if he can get the better of Chen Bolek-Bassi.
A great start from your so-called friend Bolek-Bassi, which I'm yet to get any confirmation about there, Ben. But a great start nevertheless for BMW Motorsport. Bolek-Bassi doing a great job getting out of turn one. And the new debutant, Jaeger, let's see how he gets on.
Well, Chem is leading now, so I can butter him up as much as I like. So let's see if we can rekindle that friendship and, I don't know, maybe go for a candlelight dinner or something. We'll have to wait and see. But anyway, it's BMW domination so far in the head-to-head matchups.
Bolek-Bassi has now got a lead of 1 second already with the first lap done and dusted. So a lot of work for Team Fordzilla to get done here.
Good strategy from BMW in the end there. They decided to have Chen Bolek-Bassi as the anchor, so to speak, not qualifying coming into the head-to-head. So he'll actually be starting from pole position for the team race. So BMW make it a clean sweep in the head-to-head matchups. We have Kevin Siggy starting us off from pole position. Ruben Rodriguez from P2, and it looks like Siggy has got off to an amazing start there.
Yeah, the perfect start from Siggy there, and Rodriguez already with a lot to do into turn one. Sort of gained time there, which is great on the brakes, but yeah, the perfect start for BMW Motorsport there.
So this is the relay race where we have driver swaps. 3 drivers will be getting in for each team, and 1 driver is elected to do a joker lap. A joker lap is where you do an extra lap. So each driver will do 3 laps, and then the joker will do a 4th. And usually it is the faster of the 3 drivers who will do the extra lap, but that can always change. BMW are the most dynamic team when it comes to adapting race strategies on the fly. Getting into the car for Team Fordzilla is Lopez, so I would say this is a planned strategy to get their faster driver in early, and I would probably say that Lopez is going to take the joker at the midway point of this race. So this is going to be fascinating to see if this strategy can work out for Team Fordzilla. They're about to leave the pit lane. BMW are coming in to initiate their driver change, nearly going a lap down, but don't worry because Team Fordzilla will get that back as BMW are now going to be stationary for at least 30 seconds. Just how he's wrestling the car around the circuit. He's really hustling along here, putting in a qualifying lap on cold tyres, which is mightily impressive. Let's see if he can put the pressure on Shambolic Bassi as he exits the pit lane now.
Yeah, so I actually didn't see the gap before they went in, but it looks like Team Fordzilla and Lopez has gained a little bit of time there. Look, right behind them, not too far at all, so it's only 1.2 seconds. Yeah, I mean, there's nothing to lose, is there? And now it's getting the final lap done and almost using it as a practice lap to get ready for the team race, which we know they are very strong at. So it's going to be an interesting one. Jaeger has done a good job. We know it's difficult coming in as a debutant into this V10R league. The competition is so super difficult and tough, and no drivers making mistakes, especially the likes of BMW. So it's a really tough matchup for him to come in for his first race, but a really good job done from him.
Yeah, a very difficult test, but one that I'm sure will toughen him up and make him a better driver for it coming up against such formidable opponents. There is good news for Fordzilla though, that we'll have decent track position heading into the team race. Shambolic Bassi will be on pole, but he'll have a sea of Fordzilla cars challenging him, so don't go anywhere. This next race is going to be very interesting. BMW's Lauren Heinrich, he wraps up the relay race. Let's see if Fordzilla can grab the final point here with Shambolic Bassi leading us off from pole position.
Yeah, Bollock Bassi, a great start. We know he's super strong, having led off the start previously in other rounds. And Lopez trying to go down the outside like he did in his head-to-head. He didn't lock up this time. Let's hope he doesn't lose it on exit, or a little bit of a dip on the back of the curb on exit. But a good, strong start for both drivers.
Lopez opting not to qualify heading into this round. So too with Shambolic Bassi. That is why they are starting at the front. It is reverse grid order from qualifying for this team race, which means the faster drivers are usually towards the back, and we have a lot of action. So let's see how this one unfolds. Kevin Siggy moving up to P5 after starting last with pole position.
But Lopez looking like he's doing the best job he can, only half a second back from Bollock Bassi, who is great at leading the race. Now down the outside for Heinrich, going into the Andretti hairpin, a bit of contact, but just about got away with it for both drivers. Heinrich looking strong, Rodriguez trying to do his best to stay in front and not get overtaken, which is definitely what he doesn't want.
Yeah, Rodriguez going in really deep there, just trying to be the last of the late breakers, and he went in so deep that he couldn't even get his natural turning point for turn one.
Oh, big mistake for Rodriguez.
The steward's books again into the last corner. Bit of a late apex there. You've got to get on the power as nice as you can.
He's closer than he was the previous
lap.
lap.
Actually have a go here. Bollock Bassi is going to have to go defensive down into turn one. Is Lopez going to have a go round the outside? You can't really pull off the move here. The inside is always king here, and Bollock Bassi just holds on.
But now it looks like Siggy is catching him slowly and slowly as they head into the corkscrew for another time. Oh, he's gained a lot of time there, so it almost looks like Bollock Bassi is going to have to go defensive one more time, and does a great job. So it's still Bollock Bassi leading.
Oh my goodness, this is such a close affair. And now Siggy is on the attack, and he goes up the inside of Lopez there, edges him wide. That allows Heinrich to go through, and it's a BMW 1, 2, 3.
As I always say, these drivers looking so consistent. A big mistake again for Pablo Lopez. Unbelievable, what a race he's had from looking really strong. Look, just completely lost his head and not really wanting to be there by the looks of it.
No, he doesn't. You can. The frustration is now getting the better of him. He's a driver who really wears his heart on his sleeve, very passionate about his racing, which you love to see, but sometimes that passion can come on a little bit too strong sometimes, and this is probably a case of that.
Well, it's full of ups and downs, and you know, we know what Lopez can do, his talent, the amount of pace that he has, the consistency he's been showing through these team races. It's just a shame that as a team they couldn't get it all together. But BMW, what a great team effort from all three of those guys. Bollock Bassi, another great performance. Heinrich, a great recovery to only be 4/10 back, but it looks like Bollock Bassi takes this one. It's a fantastic result for all three.
Formation finish for all three drivers. That is the kind of stuff you put on posters right there. Fordzilla, very upset, as you can see, not happy at all.